But sometimes life has a cruel way of picking your petals, breaking you into pieces. Now when you're broken, it's very difficult to feel special. Mr. Chair, my fellow flowers, I can remember the first time I was broke. I was 17 years old and I had already gone to prison. Now I wasn't afraid of the cops, but there was one person I was afraid of. And that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Now put all of them together and you get my mama. Now I could hear her screaming outside of the police station, even the cops were afraid. She came up to me, held iron bars, looked into my eyes, and I saw the tears coming down her face. I've seen my mama cry before. The mothers cry 3 types of tears. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow, and tears of shame. And when a son sees a mother cry tears, it's a shame. That's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, "Son, I want you to be a better man." That night, I drove my car home, and my dad was waiting for me. Now, my dad is a cool dad. Raise your hand if you have a cool dad. I'll put them all together. That's my dad. Now, my dad came up to me and said, "Son, it's okay. You flunked your exams. You already got yourself managed to get thrown into jail. That's fine. You got that from your mother's side. I want you to start working immediately." And I said, "Okay." So my dad took me to meet his friend called Sam. Now, Sam was an accountant who had an accounting firm and generously decided to make me his personal assistant. There I was like a teddy bear. But this man was special. I looked at him, he looked at me, and then he said the most amazing thing. He said, "Son, I see something special, but I don't know what it is. If you decide to work with me, I can help you find that something." And I was like, wow, the first time in my whole life somebody has ever told me something that saw something in me. And every day after work, he used to tell me stories about the world, history, culture, philosophy, and it was much more interesting than what I learned in school. Now I discovered I can dream and start dreaming. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 year, I went back into high school, I completed my exams, and I went into college. After successfully completing college, I found a great girl, but not a job. What I wanted to do with my life, I have. Have you ever had that problem? And when you're lost, it's difficult to feel special. So I went back to my cool dad. I said, "Dad, I feel lost." He said, "You are like your mother." So my dad introduced me to the strange club that had strange name with strange people talking. The first meeting, they told me to do something called a table topic. I aced it, but while I was speaking, I saw a strange man sitting in the back row, humble, simple, unfailing. Quality of kindness in his eyes. As soon as I finished, he walked up to me and looked me dead straight in the eye and said, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. If you come with me twice a month, we can find that something." Ladies and gentlemen, I discovered I could speak and I love speaking, and led me to become a teacher. I know what it's like not to have enough money in your bank account. I know what it's like to worry when the bills start coming in. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I wake up my beautiful wife and I ask her, "What did you marry me for?" She said, "I saw something, but I still don't know what it is." Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from my wife. I was broken, and I've been broken, lost, and broke many times in my life, but the people in my life were able to reach into the trash and make me whole again. If it was up to me, I would never be able to do that. And this is why I have great people in my life. No matter how broke you are, how broken or lost you become, they can piece you back together. Thank you.
Very good.